Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Miami Dolphins. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Still on his feet. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Looking to put a drive together. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
11. All right. Buggy. 18. Why Tony. 19 Texas. Hey, south.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Right back to Achane on second down. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. You look at the defense for these Texans.
Well, they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Tua going to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And this is caught. It's all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Dell. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense for the Dolphins, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On the quick, right? 18. South, south, south.
Play action. Stroud now. He'll let this go deep for Collins. That is incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 32-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Hey, get up.
Again, it's Achane.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
43-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. This first quarter, let's just be frank, it's been a disaster so far offensively.
Yeah, already down multiple scores, and it doesn't appear they can get out their own way right now.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Throwing now is Stroud.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
He's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
17-0 our score after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Stroud looking to throw. Taking a shot for down here.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Stroud and company going for it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Here's 2nd and 10.
All right. 18. That's it.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Here we go.
Stroud working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
South.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And now to common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now it's 2nd and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. It's taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Look the hot. 18. Hey, uno more.
Stroud to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Second and 10.
All right.
Stroud.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
All right. 11. Hey, uno. Hey, south.
Now Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
18. What's up? Why Tony? 19 Texan.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Right back to Achane on second down. Running free at the 45. Moving inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead.
Sanders on for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
All right.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, and probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is set away.
And this returnable for Hill.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. Texan here, they stay on the ground.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready. Hey, Watson, Oscar. Ready, T, with it. Out.
Now Texan on 1st and 10.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Ready. Hey, 21, T. Ready, T. Out.
Here's Tua.
Gets this one to Hill. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They're right here. Ready.
They'll run for it with Texan. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Go ahead.
They'll go. Texan.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This 2nd and 4.
Get set.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, single cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spot.
So typical, body of a dominance, that's so typical. Chain like a god, ugh, that's so typical. Still modest, so